gonna do a recap of what we done yesterday. Are we gonna do this right today, Harry? I didn't hear you. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get this blued again. Do these on the other side in case I have to draw a line down, which I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I gotta get away from this stinking stuff. Let me go over here and get a blower going. It is real stinky. Lazy Susan. Alright, we'll give this a few minutes to dry. While that's drying over there, let me show you this right here. This is a Rockwell drill press. Got it from a guy up at Cummins, Larry. I remade all this right here. It had two handles on there. I didn't like that. The lockdown clamp was broke. I remade that handle. These is made out of iron, cast iron, actually cast steel. These is made out of steel. That won't never break. Took it all apart out there, cleaned it up and painted it. The parts for this is no longer available. The return spring was not working, broke, shot, whatever, I forget. So I went to the great deal of trouble of taking another drill press apart, old Taiwanese, and I extended the shaft through here, all the way through here, just to have a return spring. Then I had to make this cover. As you can see, this is at an angle. All this is at an angle. So the great deal of trouble you had to make this. It's at an angle to the slope. Set in here with the set screws. Now anybody that's ever made a shaft onto another shaft knows how extreme accurate you gotta be. That's really hard to do. Even with all that, it still wouldn't return up. I had to put another spring in here for a helper spring. This had variable speed. I took all that out. It had a automatic down feed, and somebody evidently put a big drill bit in there and they screwed all that up. The motor was inside of the case up in here, 3-phase. So I took all that out and I went to the trouble of making this bracket. This bracket under here, I had to have something to go by. And then I come up through here, all the way up through there, and I made all this. Made all that bracket right there, just to mount this motor on the outside. I had to cut a hole in the housing, come off that pulley out here to this motor out here, this 1/2-inch motor. And yes, that was a big project. But it's a very nice drill press. This column, this is 5-inch column right here. This table was it's made for coolant. Coolant circulates around in here. I don't use such things. But I'm glad to have this drill press. It's been a damn good one. Very heavy duty. All these right here was out of hydraulic cylinders. That's how I got that chrome. Looks like Jim's been doing some late night work. Got the transom on. Looks good. Okay, what I'm going to do is these bolt holes I made yesterday is really going to help me out, because they're going to hold that thing down and in place. And I'm going to use the square, and I'm going to scribe up through here, and then I might be able to scribe right here where I can get my center point in here. That's what I'm fixing to do. And then we'll be on our way. And I got my line scribed down. Fixing to transfer them over to the top. These scribed down. I have no cameraman. And it's too much trouble to set up a tripod. Look at him. That is a manufacturing boo-boo. Nothing you can do about that. These babies welded right there. Alright, next step is scribing the lines on the top. Alright, I got my lines scribed up here on the top. Down. Now I gotta get my center mark step by step. And yes, it is raining. I got my center mark from here to here. I got my center mark over here, from here to here. Now I got to get my center mark from here to here. And then it's time to punch it. Here I'll be using a machinist ruler to get center of 1 inch. That's because the tri-square is too big and clumsy. And that's how you do that, Jim. Okay, now I got my center. It's time to punch. I got several different ways of doing this. By eyeball, I got a scope. And by eyeball, now I have a different weapon in my arsenal. Let me see if I can put them on. I ain't got no picture in here. Let's see if I can take a picture of them things. Tell me I can't see. Got them started off. Punching is a 5-step process. You go from small up 4 more steps. Unfortunately, all of them is foobarred, so I'm going from the little one to this one. I've got to order some more of them. It's one of them little things I keep forgetting about. I done pretty good with these binoculars on, but the scope is more accurate. I'm going to finish punching these. It requires 2 hands. Cliff is building me a box for these right here. It'll be more convenient to put in and out. I may get them this year, I'm not sure. Okay, we got that done. Now let's go over to the drill press. He's done pretty good on the drill press. Stay pretty well in line in there, but which one is it? This one here seems to be off a little bit right here. This is not the final 1/4 inch. This is off just a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drill bit in the portable drill, and I'm going to try to help it go back over that way just a little. Okay, now it's more center than what it was on the bottom side. Only thing left to do now is take them bolts out. I'm going to go over yonder on the press and press them into that steel. They're carriage bolts. They have a like a nut on the bottom of them, and that'll be the next process. Alright, I've knocked off the flash on both sides. On the inside, the top one, I have drilled 1 size bigger than a 1/4 inch. Now we're going to go over and do a little pressing. Once again, we got her all fixed up here. Still need some lock washers. Need to cut these off. Can't get no measurement till I have my lock washers. Out of this whole shop, there's no 1/4 inch lock washer nowhere. That's the way it goes. Now, if Jim don't come in here and say that's wrong, I'll be all right. I'm gonna go out there and tell him he put that transit on wrong. See how he likes that? Well, that's all I can do till I can get some lock washers and another piece of square inch tube. And I was looking at this thing here, this fence post. That's pretty damn strong. That round part would be comfortable on the part of your foot there, isn't it? Let's see what Donnie thinks about that. Harry says he's got some kind of a deer stand over there. I guess that's the end of the day here. It's raining. It's real early. But the rain has got me stopped. Way too early. Yeah. Well, I done pretty good today, Harry. What you think? I don't hear nothing. What about now? Okay.
Huh?